Hey everybody, this is Brett, as you know, and today I'd like to talk about why some people are atheists. And for a lot of us, it's just really difficult to understand how somebody cannot believe in some kind of a higher power. But basically, each of us has different strengths. And think about all of the different things that people do well. Like, what's his name is the greatest swimmer of all time. And Bolt is the greatest runner. And there are people that are incredible mathematicians and scientists and singers and massage therapists. And so everyone has their things that they've developed genetically, but also spiritually. And people have all these different degrees and different understandings of what spirituality is. But then there are people that just don't have much of a depth in that regard at all. As a culture that doesn't have as much depth in that regard, I mean, a larger percentage of people from Russia don't believe in a higher power. And specifically, I know a woman in Asheville, and she is Russian, and she is into aliens. And she does not believe in God, and she does not want to talk about it. And so, I mean, to each his own or her own. And I'm not grooving with that whole thing like calling everyone guys. And I'm also not grooving with that thing of putting a letter as your picture. I think that that is one of the stupidest fucking things that I have ever seen. Talking about unimaginative. Let's all put a letter, and everyone has jumped on that. If you're somebody that jumped on that bandwagon, I don't know that you should even be subscribed to me. If you are, it's to get some imagination. And some people, as far as their spirituality is concerned, and other things, they just believe what others tell them. They don't have their own mind. And so maybe they were brought up a Baptist or a something or other, and they just go with what their preacher told them. Even though they look around and they see all these variances that show that what they said was not true, they still just believe what they told them. Okay? And science is totally wrong. None of that. Evolution, none of that is real. Okay, so, I mean, there's a balance for all of it. But some people don't have the ability to recognize even the things that are not coincidences. I mean, I've had God knows how many things happen to me that I just said to myself, I know that I'm being watched over. I know that God cares about me, this and that, And I can sit and pray and ask for the answers, and like that, it's a miracle. I hate to use that, but it really is. It's like a damn near a miracle that the answers just come. Magically. And so that's where I get my spirituality, from my real life experiences, not from having been brought up when I was little in the Mormon church or any of that. But I do believe that there is a genetic predisposition for people, and I've heard about that. I believe I watched some kind of a documentary about how if you have some kind of a part of your brain that's developed more, then you're going to be more spiritual, have a deeper spiritual understanding, connection. And so, I mean, think about this. As a massage therapist, I've talked to people that I know that they cannot stand to be touched or to touch other people. Do you think that they could be a healer? A good massage therapist? It's not even going to come close. They don't have that ability. And so, there you go. Just, sometimes we have to just accept people for how they are. Be well.